What's up, everyone? It's day 47 of 75 Hard. I just finished my second workout of the day. I did my 45-minute outdoor workout, which consisted of a 35-pound ruck with 20 push-ups each lap. So I did 140 push-ups and a little over 2 miles around the walking park. As you can tell, I'm still in my hotel room, still working each night in Oklahoma. It was a nice sunny day today. The temperature is about 70. Nice breeze, kind of cool, but still t-shirt and short weather. It felt good to be out there in the sun. Today I woke up about 11. I forgot to set my alarm, but I still woke up at 11. I've been setting my alarm for 11:20. I woke up, took a shower, went straight to the gym. I thought about staying at the hotel gym and just working out here, but I needed to do back. And this hotel gym only has 5 to 50-pound dumbbells, so I went to the gym, did 25 minutes on the tread climber, and then I did a back workout. Came back and ate, got ready, or didn't really get ready. I sat around, or laid around, relaxed for a little bit. Then I got up, went outside, did my cardio for outside. Another one of those days where I didn't really feel like doing it. It was kind of like, as the time kept going, and you'll experience this. I was almost trying to justify in my head cutting it short. Just go back in. It doesn't matter. All these thoughts were going through my head. So you're gonna have those times where, even though that this is ingrained in your head that you need to do it, and all these times, and you've overcame all these other times where it was hard and it was raining and it was cold or it was whatever, and you overcame it. You have to reason with yourself and tell yourself you have to overcome this. This is how you get to your goal. You keep stacking these wins. Nobody's gonna cheer you on. Nobody's gonna know that you did it but yourself. So in the same sense, nobody's gonna know that you didn't do it but yourself. And that's how you lose the self-confidence. You consistently betray yourself and your ideas and your goals. But obviously I kept my word and I finished, and you always feel better. That's how you stack the wins and the self-confidence, is by doing each thing whenever you don't feel like doing it. The weather might be bad, you don't feel good, whatever. I feel fine, I don't have pains. It was just those thoughts came in my head. So just know that even for me, it might seem like I'm doing good at this. There's times where you don't want to do it. It just happens, but you just do it anyways. And then each time after this, whenever those thoughts come in your head, that you don't have to listen to them. You tell your bitch voice to shut up, and that it's not in control, that you are, and that you're on this path, and you don't need anybody to cheer you on but yourself. And you need to silence that voice. Each time you win like that and do the things that you're supposed to be doing, you silence that voice even more. So just know that there's gonna be days, if you're doing this program, there's gonna be times, a lot of times, honestly, and then it goes throughout your life. There's gonna be a lot of times where that voice comes into your head and you try to sell yourself on the idea that you don't have to be doing what you're doing, and nobody's gonna know if you quit. Nobody's gonna know if you cut it short. Nobody's gonna know if you eat this cookie or this piece of candy, but you're gonna know. And that's the whole point of this program, is to stop letting yourself talk yourself out of doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, that all the things that you set your goals to being, all the things on your list. Each day you have to accomplish them with no excuses. You don't need to compromise at all. And that's how you build the confidence, and that's how you continually work towards reaching your goal. So I just got it done. And otherwise, I feel, like I said, I feel good. No problems with the diet, no cravings, still light appetite, and I correlate that with the lack of physical labor at work. Like I said, the most I do is walk around, 100 feet one way and 100 feet back, something like that. Check some things, check some equipment, walk through it. That's about it. Look at a screen, do it again next hour. It's super easy, but I still like to make sure I do a good job. If you're familiar with this equipment out there, you'll know if something goes down, it shows in the computer system, and then they'll see how long it was down for before it was restarted. And if it shows 8 hours, that means obviously nobody was checking it, and I'm the only person out there, so it would be me that wasn't checking it. And that can't happen. That doesn't look good. And whenever you do those type of things, nobody wants to work with you. Nobody wants to put you out there. They can't trust you. You have to make a good reputation for yourself. And I look forward to leading the production job. Whenever we open these wells up, they'll frack them, then they'll do a drill out. They drill out the frack plugs that they're setting right now. After each stage, they'll set a plug. Then they come in with a coil unit, and it's a big reel of pipe, and it just goes down and drills out those frac plugs. Then the well's live, and we come in and we open it up and flow it down the pipeline. So the people that normally lead the jobs are on other jobs in West Texas right now. So it's going to be up to me, and I want to take that and run with it, because the people that are leading the job will get the staff there the longest. They'll cut down from like 3 on each shift to 2 on each shift to 1 on each shift, and that'll be good to lead into Christmas time, making consistent pay. Because if I'm not working, I'm not getting paid as a contractor. That's just how it is. So I try to stay on these jobs as much as I can, and I go a lot of different places. And this is one of the places I like going. Right here, close enough to town. It's about 15 minutes to drive to the job site and then back. And I'm right here by a gym I like going to. Everything's close by. I don't really care for the town, so to speak, but I mean, it's close and it has Walmart and whatever I need. It doesn't have any like regular grocery stores, so I don't like that, because I like to get watermelon. And I got a watermelon the other day from Walmart and it was not good. And I'm gonna go try that again today. Actually, sometimes they have those little plastic containers of watermelon that's already cut up. I might just get one of those, just because you can see what you're getting if you buy a watermelon. I thought I was good at picking out watermelons, but I still pick out bad ones. I'm not that good at it, apparently. But watermelon is one of the good things for you to help keep you hydrated. The H3O2 in the juice of the melons, you actually absorb the water into your cells a lot better using eating that and some Celtic sea salt. Anyways, so the message I had today for you is how a lot of us go through life looking at having an outlook as if life is a window, and you're looking out at it and you see things in your perspective and you think that that's the way you need to do things. But really, you need to be looking at yourself in the mirror and noticing that that's how you need to look at life. The way you see yourself in the mirror is a direct outlook of the way that you're treating your life. The way that everybody else sees you is the way that you see yourself in the mirror. So if you look in the mirror and you're fat and you're sloppy and you don't take care of yourself and you are out of shape, that's the same way everybody else looks at you. That's the reputation you built of yourself. And if you want to think back of the last 60, 90, 120 days, those actions that you were taking back then, or lack of actions that you were taking back then, have caught up to you by now. So if you were eating good back then, by now you're looking better. If you were working out consistently since then, you're looking better. If you were investing in developing your business, by now it's doing better, most likely. There's there's times where obviously that's not the case, but more than likely, if you're working out and you're eating correctly, you're definitely going to be feeling better and looking better if it's been 3 to 4 months. So start looking at everything as a direct reflection of what you've been doing. The way that you see yourself is the way that everybody else sees you. So like I said, if you're in shape and you're happy and you're feeling good, that vibration comes off of you and everybody else feels it whenever you're around them. And if you are the opposite of that and you haven't been taking care of yourself, it's obvious. Everybody can see it. Like, you can pretend that you've been doing it, but they can see that you haven't. We can all see it. So there's some things obviously you can hide from people, like if you're drinking and drugs, but eventually it's going to catch up to you. It's going to start showing on your body in sickness and in aging, enhanced aging, and you're not going to be able to hide it from people forever. So stop looking at everything the way that you think that you need to see it out a window. Your outlook on it, we all have different outlooks, but the outlook you need to be concerned with is the one that looks right back at you whenever you're staring at yourself. Are you happy with the person that you see in the mirror? Are you proud of the choices that you're making? Are your people proud of the person they point out whenever somebody asks them who their dad is, or who their spouse is, or who their son is? Are you proud of that person, or are you secretly, or not even secretly, you're telling yourself each time you see yourself, you obviously don't like the way you look, you're embarrassed if you're overweight to go out in public, you don't like shopping for clothes, you like to wear the same thing because it's the only thing that fits you. If you're tired of living that life, you need to look at yourself and make a decision, set a goal, make a plan, and start working towards it right away. And the best way that I suggest for you to do that is to go listen to episode 208 on the Real AF podcast with Andy Frisella and learn all about the Live Hard and the 75 Hard program, and decide what the diet you're going to do and commit to it and start tomorrow. There's no point in putting off this any longer. The way that, if you're in good shape, this still is going to benefit you, because your mindset is the main thing that gets altered in this program. We all go through life putting off doing things, and it can be as simple as mowing the yard. You didn't mow the yard, you said you were going to do it. You didn't go wake up early like you said you were going to, you hit the snooze. You didn't eat correctly whenever you said you were going to start eating clean. All these things we put off and put off and put off till Monday, till the weather's right, till after the holidays, and that's just not the best way to live your life. You've done this consistently forever, and everybody that sees and talks to you has always heard about your goals of achieving all these things, and you need to start setting that example that you're the type of person that keeps their promises that they make. And you want to be the type of person that your kids can look up to and that your spouse is proud of. So starting this program is going to completely change your outlook on everything. It's going to change your path to success. It's not going to get you all the way there in 75 days, but you can lose at least 50 pounds. The last time I did it, I lost 45 pounds in 75 days, and I wasn't even technically that much overweight. I went from 245 down to 200, so that was a pretty good jump. But if you're 350 pounds in 75 days, you can get down to 275 if you commit to it. You can drop all the vices and the alcohol and the drugs and the whatever you do, the porn, the cheating on your wife, whatever. Obviously that doesn't make you overweight, but it creates this anxiety in your brain that you know you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. And everybody can see that. Just because you think nobody can see it and you're hiding it well, you're lying to yourself, and everybody can see it. I can look at somebody and tell you what they're doing in their life and what they're not doing in their life. Obviously not everything, but being around somebody, you can tell what type of morals they have, what kind of values they have for themselves. And if you're not actively pursuing having better morals and better development in your personal life, your conscious self is always talking to you, telling you all these things that you know you should be doing and you're not doing them. That's whenever you need to change your mindset and start this program now. And if you're, like I said, if you're so much overweight, 100 pounds, 200 pounds, whatever it is, it's scalable. You can do certain things that you can do and then build up off of them. You want to make progress at each level. You don't want to just jump up here. You want to keep making steps. So listen to that episode 208. I told you about a podcast that changed my life originally back in 2017 is when I started listening to Andy Frisella, but the podcast that I'm referring to is episode 266. I posted the link in the description on the last episode. So if you're still listening to this, it's episode 266, the 3 steps to talking yourself to total domination. That right there. If you want to listen to something that motivates you, it's about 15 minutes, so it won't take up too much of your time, but I suggest you listen to that one every time. I've listened to that podcast probably 50 times. At one point I memorized the whole thing. I could speak it, or I could give it, I could repeat it. And basically it talks about how you don't need anybody but yourself to believe in you, and you just need to make a plan and execute. Yeah, that's all I got for today. I got about 30 minutes and I'm gonna hit the road to work. I'm gonna work my 12-hour shift. I may drive home in the morning depending on what my daughter's doing and see her for lunch or whatever. But I work tomorrow night too, so probably another, a few more days on this job. So we'll see. Depends on how they operate. Sometimes things go wrong. Sometimes things go faster than I expect. But that's all I got for today. I'll be back tomorrow for day 48. Peace.